Look who's joining us today. It's Babycat. Say hi, Babycat. Babycat. So today, you got hair in my lip gloss. So today I asked the Arcturians a question about time. I particularly was interested in how do we use time as a resource? How do we use it as a way to, I don't know, like help us on this earth? Time is a really weird thing for me. I think that's cat hair. I think that time can sometimes feel really long and stretched out, and sometimes it can feel really fast. And there are months that go by super slowly, or weeks that go by super slowly, and weeks that go by super fast. So I was just interested in what they would say to the question, how do we use how do we use time as a resource? And I'm going to go ahead and share in a few seconds what they had to say. I got that there's so much more to learn and say about time that is, I think, beyond my skill level of the information about time outside of our perception of what time is. And I hope that eventually I can get better at describing or relaying the very complex knowledge or information there is, I think, to be shared about time in the quantum field, so to speak. It's definitely not linear. I think we all know that, but it's super interesting to me, and I hope that I can delve into that a little deeper as time goes on. But anyway, here's my channeling with the Ninth Dimension Arcturian Council on time. Yes, thank you for this question, dear one. Yes, time is an illusion. This is the first thing that wants to be shared with you. And this may be difficult to understand in the human realm on the earth plane. But there is no real time, so to speak, in the way that you know it to be as a linear, one point A to point B type experience that you have chosen to experience on the earth plane. Time is rather more expansive, let's say, or happening all at once. And this is difficult to comprehend for the human brain, but you do function within the same realms or same technology, let's say, that we all function in. It is just simply slowed down on the earth plane. In order for you to learn your experiences in a manner that makes sense to you, so to speak, in which you are able to acquire knowledge and use it in what to you is in the perception of perhaps a past experience and bringing that into future experience. In reality, my dear ones, all of your experiences meld together and are informing you of your moment in this present time. So the present moment is all experience combined at once. There is no past, there is no future, but rather the present moment is creating sort of a whirlpool, let's say, of past experience and future experience contained within the present moment, always, 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 always. So here we would like to share with you the idea of time being a resource that you can use for yourself, let's say, as a benefit to expanding your life, expanding your time on earth, as you know it, and using this time, let's say, to your advantage. One of the things that is not yet easily accessed on the earth plane by humans is the idea of healing with time, so to speak. And we mean this by saying that healing can take place in a very long, extended period of time, or it can take place quite drastically, quite dramatically in a very short period of time. There is also the idea of creating something for yourself, whether that be, again, in the state of a healing, or something within the creation around something you would like to manifest, something like this, or bringing something towards you, whether that be an experience or a person. So here is where the information comes into play, where we shared with you earlier the idea that time is all-encompassing. Everything is occurring within this present moment. All experience, all knowledge, and in which you refer to as past and present, is actually occurring at the same time. So when you are using time to your benefit, let's say, or you would like to use time as a resource, we suggest that you do the meditations in which you fall into yourself and create the future within yourself, within your biology, within your physiology, within your emotional experience, and cellular makeup. You're fine-tuning the vibration or the frequency of this future event or future desire so that you are matching yourself to this event or circumstance or aspect of something you would like to occur with the future version of what this is and who this is. Because right now, in the present moment, it has already occurred or is occurring, and so you tap into the future you or the future event as you would like it to play out, and you then create the present moment now. You focus on the present moment now, holding the experience that you would like to create within yourself, allowing that to match and align with the future experience you would like to play out. And this is where alignment occurs, magnetism occurs, everything is occurring at once on a plane or a frequency or a vibration that is calling forth the manifestation of that future event. Again, it is difficult to articulate, however, that this is not a pretending, let's say, and it is not a I'm going to wish that this future event occurs. No, you are in the present moment connecting, attuning to the vibration and frequency of the future event, thereby allowing yourself to step into the future moment in present moment. And this is very powerful. So this is where you use time to your advantage. You use time or this sort of timeline, quantum field of timeline to match up and align with the frequency of the future event. Again, it's all occurring at once, but you are tuning into that timeline of which you would like to create. You are very intentional at creating the timeline yourself, because time, as we said, is not linear, and there is not just one point A to one point B. There is many point A's to many point Bs, so to speak. So with your intention, you are creating the frequency of saying, I want to be from this point A to that point B. And without intention, you may find that life can be a little chaotic, or a little feeling lost, or a little feeling of confusion, or a little feeling of too many options, or moments of quick decision making, let's say, in the moment that cause you to go this way, or zigzagging of all different ways to get to a point that you would like to be at. However, because there's not intention of attuning or aligning to this, it becomes a little confusing, let's say. Now, this doesn't mean you won't reach point B. You will just have a different experience of reaching point B. Also, without intention and without being clear of your choices in each present moment, well, who knows what possibility is there for you to be led to as you take step by step by step by step. So this can also be a beautiful experience of life where it is not so much that you are not intentionally creating your future event to manifest, but rather you are intentionally making choices that you do not even know where it will ultimately lead you, and this can be quite a beautiful adventure. This is where intuition can come in. This is where intuition plays a large part in the human experience. When you are listening to, let's say, messages from your guides, or messages from your own intuition, your own heart speaking to you, this can take you to a beautiful alignment, to something or a possibility that you were not even aware of. So there are many timelines existing at once. How you get to any particular timeline, or through any particular timeline to any particular possibility, is all about the present moment and the present choices you are making. Whether they be accidental, through intuition, or intentionally aligning to the one particular timeline that you would like to step into. So this is a beautiful way of thinking about time and using it to your advantage, and knowing that you can step into the future moment in order to create a stronger magnetism to that moment, in order to create a very aligned, attuned vibration to the moment you would like to create for yourself. Some of you may experience that this becomes faster and faster for you, that your future moment is magnetized or brought to you super fast, because you become you strengthen, let's say, the muscle of living in the quantum field, of living in the idea that time can be stretched, or it can be coiled up, let's say. It can happen very quickly, or it can happen very long, let's say, from now. And this is really just a playful way of interacting or being with the idea of time. And this is what we would like to share with you today. So thank you very much for listening to this message today. This has been the 9th Dimension Arcturian Council. I hope you enjoyed today's channeling. Please leave me a comment if anything resonated with you, or if you had any ideas for yourself about time as a resource. And I hope you have a great weekend. I'll see you next Saturday. Bye.